News Channel 5 on your side presents Kaleidoscope, focusing on people who make a difference in Northeast Ohio communities.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the broadcast. Cleveland Browns Director of Community Relations, Jenna Takancic, joins me today to share information on the current and the upcoming community activities of the Cleveland Browns. She'll also talk about the Cleveland Browns partnership with the American Cancer Society. Then the chairwoman of the Women of Color Foundation, Alex Boone, will be here to talk about the Powerful Summit. This event prepares young ladies who are currently in high school for the transition into college. And on the broadcast after that, Cleveland Clinic physicians and co-chairs of the Celebrate Sisterhood Conference, Dr. Angela Che and Leonor Osorio will be here to tell us about the 2016 event. Good afternoon again, everybody. I'm Leon Bibb, and we begin with one of our regulars around here, dressed in Cleveland Browns orange because she's from the Cleveland Browns, Jenna Takancic, Community Relations Director. Hey, Jenna.
Hi, Leon. How are you?
Oh, okay. Things are well, I know, at the ballpark.
Yes, it's a fun time right now. We're looking ahead to the season kicking off, and we have the preseason behind us now, so it's a good time in Cleveland, ready for Browns football.
And that means you stay busy, too, as Director of Community Relations.
We stay very busy. We stay very busy indeed. Last month, we had all of our preseason home games, and we celebrated Play Football Month. You know, the players are getting ready for the big competition coming up, but there's those youngsters that just love the game, and we were really able to make some lasting memories for some young kids.
What happens on Play Football Month?
During Play Football Month, each halftime game that we had, each halftime series we had teams that were from local communities, Youngstown flag football. We had kids from the Lou Groza football teams. They came out and they got the chance to play on the field where the Browns play. During halftime, the fans were loving it. They cheered them on, and it was really a great experience for those young kids. Not to mention, when the national anthem was presented, we had young kids that lined up in front of NFL players, you know, to salute our country and just to be part of those magical moments.
That's got to be inspiring for the kids.
Yeah, it was a rewarding experience for them because they play the game that we all love, and we want to encourage that. Football's a fun game for all ages. You
got youth football outstanding leaders. You honored them?
We did. Our First and 10 program, right? We inspire our fans to commit 10 hours of community service, to share what they're doing by using the hashtag Give10. And we had some outstanding youth football leaders who volunteer their time to coach. They submitted stories of what they're doing to inspire their teams, to inspire the community. And we look at everything that's posted. You know, you go online, you say what you're doing, and we selected 2 outstanding coaches in the local area who got to be coin toss captains for us. So they got to walk out with our captains of the game. You know, they were right there in the 50-yard line, coin toss captain, very memorable moment. But again, they're sharing, they're inspiring others to give back their time through volunteerism, especially through the game of football, and we wanted to honor them.
You got criteria for all of this, too.
We do. We want to see that you're making a difference, that you're pledging to give 10 hours of community service, that you're sharing stories of what you can do, not only as a football player, but how, you know, the dads, the parents around you, how can they help the young kids? How can they help your community just celebrate each other? And they're doing that. And when you share your stories, when you pledge to give 10 hours, we can do something about it, and we want to celebrate. So looking forward to the season. Share your story about what you're doing to give back, and you might be our next coin toss captain.
During the week, we always have football game of the week. Now, that's on the network television. But you've got a high school football game of the week.
We have a high school football game of the week, always presented by PNC Bank. But what's new this year is the Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine has come on board. So each week, when we award the Coach of the Week through this program, they will get a $2,500 contribution to their high school football program, which is great because if you think of the 10 weeks during the football season, the Browns and our partners can make a lasting impact for those football programs, because at the end of the day, we'll be giving away $25,000 this year through our high school game of the week and Coach of the Week program.
Notice you have the NFL medallion on your shirt right there.
I do.
And you've got a pink ribbon behind it.
I do.
I bet that represents something special.
It certainly does. I know it's only September, but we are looking ahead to October already, because what we do with the American Cancer Society is we partner with the NFL for the Crucial Catch campaign. And right now, I'm here to tell you and anybody watching today that the nominations are open. If you want to be part of our game day experience during pregame to either recognize or honor a loved one, celebrate breast cancer awareness, you know, or remember somebody, nominations are open with the American Cancer Society, and you can go online and tell us about the loved one that you would like to maybe be part of our game on October 9th, and if you do so by September 30th, you could very well be selected and be part of that move. be part of what we do.
I love to watch the NFL ball games when the ball players have a little bit of pink on, maybe on the gloves,
they do. Yes.
or something around the shoulders or something.
All the NFL teams support the Crucial Catch campaign, and millions of fans will be watching in October when they tune in for one of these games. And what's significant about that is by wearing pink and the funds that are raised, since 2009, over $8 million has been raised. And it supports the American Cancer Society because their priority is to decrease breast cancer disparities. So those funds go back to the local communities to really help raise awareness for breast cancer, provide those screenings that are necessary for others that might not be able to afford them or have access to them, but it can save lives. In the USA, in this past year, 246,000 people will be diagnosed with breast cancer, and nearly 40,000 will die from it. Yeah. So what we're doing with Crucial Catch is just raising that awareness for people to be proactive.
Yeah, yeah. When you talk about these kinds of things, you mention this to the high school kids who are also involved in. You want them to become civic-minded in this.
Yes, we have these high school football players, these youth football players that are watching us wear the pink. Well, they can be part of that movement too. So what we have is a Crucial Catch campaign toolkit. So if you're a coach and you want your team to celebrate, you could start raising funds by logging on to clevelandbrowns.com, get the toolkit, get some resources, so you can designate one of your games during the month of October to raise money for breast cancer awareness through the American Cancer Society. And by doing so, we will have one of those teams will be recognized for their contribution and their efforts to also raise awareness, and we'll have a very cool Browns experience to celebrate them.
As always, you have a full plate.
Yes.
You've got a full plate in front of you.
We're always planning, always trying to make a difference, always trying to reach our fans and make an impact.
You like this kind of work too.
Love it.
What you do. I mean, being the community relations director, that's a civic arm.
It is. It's so rewarding. The people that we get to meet, the corporations we get to work with, just everybody is absolutely amazing. I mean, we're talking about the breast cancer awareness game. University Hospital is the presenting sponsor of that game itself. Yeah. So we get to work with so many doctors, nurses, patients, everyone for breast cancer awareness, but for everything. When it's youth football, it's the coaches that inspire others. It's really nice. It's really rewarding. And we talk about the players. They give 10. They give 10 hours of community service, if not more, a year. We have the Browns Radiothon that's coming up to raise money for the Browns Foundation. So players are volunteering their time for cool experiences. Taste of the Browns is just around the corner. A lot going on. Fans can be involved, and let's do it together.
Producers and directors are telling me there's a timeout on the field.
So hey, we got it.
We got it all in.
Visit clevelandbrowns.com.
Many thanks. You got it. clevelandbrowns.com/community. Many thanks, Jenna Takansik, Cleveland Browns Community Relations Director. Thanks.
Thank you.
I'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to more of Kaleidoscope today. I'm Leon Bibb. The Women of Color Foundation has teamed up with Soledad O'Brien and Brian Raymond's Starfish Foundation to host a summit for young ladies who are currently in high school. Founder and chairwoman of the Women of Color Foundation, Alexandria Boone, is here to explain how this one-day event will help prepare students for the transition from high school to college. Hey, Alex, how are you?
I'm okay, Leon. How are you today?
Okay. I kind of go between Alexandria and Alex. I call you both, don't I?
Yeah, you do. A lot of people don't even realize my given name is Alexandria. They've called me Alex for so long, so it's cool.
Well, Alex is always good for me. The Women of Color Foundation, which you've been running for years. 14 years. Yeah. Yes. What do you want to do with this? What's the goal of Women of Color?
Well, next year is our 15th anniversary, so I'm looking for legacy building programs because I want to step out. Yeah. And we've been doing training and executive development and leadership development, education for women and girls of all colors for a long time. And I am grooming young people, young women of color, to come behind me and take it over.
So you've got something special going on. This is called Powerful Summit.
Right.
I like the word powerful.
Right.
P-O-W-H-E-R.
Right.
Powerful.
Like in her.
Yeah,
right, exactly. Right.
What is this? What is this?
It's a program that Soledad O'Brien and her husband, Brad Raymond, from the Starfish Foundation started 3 years ago, and they've been doing it in cities like New Orleans, New York, Birmingham, and they were looking for other cities to bring this program to, and we connected, and the rest is history. The Powerful Summit will be here in Cleveland on Saturday, September 24th at my alma mater, Case Western Reserve.
You're going to hold that Saturday, September the 24th?
Correct.
At the Tincomville University Center.
Correct.
Which is on Bellflower Road in University Circle. Part of the university. Starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, my notes tell me.
Yeah, and it goes all day.
Yeah, what do you want people to walk away with?
Well, it's for young women, and it's for high school juniors and seniors, and college freshmen and sophomores, and we're going to have programs for the high school kids and programs for the college kids, and we're going to help them with preparation to go to college. We're going to help them, for those who are already in college, help them with study habits, with how to dress, about their health, talk about STEM, you know, science, technology, engineering, and math. There's lots of young women who are currently in amazing positions in science, technology, engineering, and math, and that's a new thing, because girls do STEM, Leon.
Yeah, they do.
We do STEM.
Yeah, you do. And girls can be very smart.
Yes,
girls are very smart.
Thank you.
When I was in school, they generally had the better grades than the guys.
Still do.
Things have not changed.
Things have not changed.
Tell me now, how do the girls get involved and the young women get involved in this?
Well, it's a very easy process because our program is free, Leon. And all they have to do is they can go to Eventbrite and look up the Powerful Summit for Cleveland, or they can email us at powerful@starfishscholars.org.
Yeah, we've got it on the screen. And please notice that powerful is spelled P-A-O-W-H-E-R, if you will. Please note that is not incorrect the way you see it on the screen. That is correct. What age groups are what's your youngest group?
We would probably, I would say 14 maybe, 14 or 15, but it's much more beneficial for girls that are a little older. We also have a program that we're planning for parents. It's called the Powerful Parents Summit, where parents can come while the girls are in their training sessions and classes. The parents are in another room, and they have a curriculum as well to help them understand how Powerful can be a great resource for them, how they can help them identify opportunities for scholarships and internships as things go along. Because with the scholars, Soledad and her husband actually follow the scholars through their 4-year process. And they're very serious and very committed and very passionate about it.
And this thing with the parents, that takes place simultaneously?
Simultaneously, and it's also free, but we can only take a limited number of parents, so it's kind of first come, first serve. But we encourage the parents to register online as well, because it's not for adults. It's really, I want to stress that it's for students. We've
got something on the on a website on the screen as well. Eventbrite. Is that how you register?
Yeah, Eventbrite. Right. They go to eventbrite.com, and then they can search for Powerful Summit, the Powerful Summit in Cleveland, and it should pop right up. And if they don't get it, if something happens with their browser, because you know browsers are very sensitive, they should just email us at powerful@starfishscholars.org.
Powerful, and we'll put that back on the screen. The control room would do that for me. Look at there. They're right on this. That's
right on the
case.
case.
About our control room.
Must be a woman in the control room.
It's always it's a woman and a man.
Oh, okay.
We've got good people in there.
All right.
Both Powerful, POWHERFUL at starfishscholars.org. More information on everything we're talking about.
Yes, sir.
And we got about 30 seconds remaining in this. I will tell you, I'm really impressed that you've got something for the parents, because many of these young girls are going to be coming. They're not driving. They're not old enough to drive.
Exactly. So
and so the parents are going to be bringing them anyway.
Right. So rather than just drop them off, they can drop them off and come back in the afternoon, or they can stay and then have the first session and then leave. But we want them to be engaged in the process, because the college for first-generation college students, it's a family affair.
It is.
It is, absolutely.
Saturday, September the 24th, on the campus of Case Western Reserve University. You've got all the information. Certainly go to the website. You can get more information on everything we're talking about. Alexandria Boone, founder and chairwoman of the Women of Color Foundation. Many thanks.
Thank you, Leon. I appreciate it.
Open up to all girls.
All girls.
All young women.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
I'll take a break. I'll be right back. Welcome back to more of Kaleidoscope. Always good to have you with me. Cleveland Clinic's annual Celebrate Sisterhood Conference takes place Saturday, October the 15th. Its co-chairs, Dr. Angela Che and Dr. Leonora Osorio, are here to explain what's going to happen at this event. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
We've got Dr. Osorio on the left and Dr. Che on the right. Tell us, what is the Sisterhood, the Celebrate Sisterhood Conference?
This was founded by Dr. Linda Bradley, and it's a way for women of different ages and different cultures to come together to be empowered about their health. Because as women, we're always busy taking care of everyone. We don't have time for ourselves. So we have to take care of ourselves physically, mentally, and spiritually so we can succeed in life.
Dr. Che, like they say on the airliner, you got to put the oxygen mask on yourself, if indeed first, and then you can take care of the person seated next to you. That's pretty much the same philosophy. Women got to take care of themselves if they're going to take care of the rest of the people in the family.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, Celebrate Sisterhood is special because we don't just tell you to take care of yourself. We give you the tools to do that. And this year, we're excited to, you know, focus on healthy eating, which is one of the major tools that I think women need to take care of their families and themselves.
Yeah. Dr. Osorio, do we generally eat healthy in this country, or could we do better?
No, we can do a lot better. It's always fast, microwave, takeout, and we're going to get some great tips from Eric Wells, who's a culinary chef and entrepreneur, and we're going to have Whole Foods cooks show us great demonstrations on how to cook easily and quickly and save us time.
You were telling me before we started the broadcast today that you're specialist in internal medicine, and you're a specialist in dermatology.
That's right.
So you bring this medical background to everything that you're talking about. As we get a shot of this, by the way, tell me how vital that is for us to take care of ourselves.
It's very important because food is medicine. Most people don't think about food as, you know, a treatment for your body, but food is medicine. What you put in your body matters. It matters not just, you know, for how you feel, but how you function. The skin is especially important because the nutrition you put in your body determines how your skin functions, how good it looks.
And that's your area of the world, dermatology.
That's right.
And Dr. Osorio, yours is internal medicine. The food we put in affects the internal workings of the body.
Oh, of course. I agree with Angela. That's how we can control diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol. We have to love ourselves. We can't put poison inside our food.
How do people get in line to come to this event, and what's it going to cost, if anything?
Well, early registration is $50, and we have our website, which hopefully we'll put on the screen.
Put it on the screen. We've got that on the clevelandclinic.org/Celebrate Sisterhood 2016, as you see at the bottom of the screen. And this is going to be October the 15th, Saturday.
Yes. And they have to buy tickets ahead of time. There's no tickets at the door.
And that's going to be at Executive Caterers, which is in Mayfield Heights, starts at 9:30 in the morning. You were saying?
Yeah, absolutely. You can get online and get online on our website and get tickets. It's very easy. Every year we sell out, so please get your tickets early. It's a wonderful day of fun and learning. You know, you get all the tools. What I love about this year is, you get practical tools. We have Whole Foods markets come in and teach us about how to use spices to cook healthy. You don't have to sacrifice flavor when you're trying to cook healthy. You know, sometimes in our communities we think, oh, healthy eating is, doesn't taste good. It's not food that you generally like to eat. But that's not so. And we have, people to come show us how to do it, not just tell us eat healthy, but show us how to use the spices to make our foods flavorful.
And this is all part of Celebrate Sisterhood now.
Yes.
This is open to women, of course. And can a guy show up? Can a man show up?
We will not turn away a guy. He'll feel welcome.
He's got to eat healthy, too.
Exactly.
I've got to eat healthy.
Exactly,
It's all part of it.
Yes.
What do you want people who attend this program on October the 15th, Saturday, at Executive Caterers, beginning at 9:30 and going to 3:30 in the afternoon, what do you want them to walk away with once they come?
I want them to walk away with empowerment and to know that they can eat healthy in a quick and inexpensive manner. I want them to come away with a day of spending time with their mothers, their sisters, their best friend, and know that we took time out of our busy schedules to celebrate all of us. Yeah. That's what I want them to come away with. Just, we can do better. And I'd also like to thank our sponsors of Whole Foods and Key Bank.
Yeah, and Dr. Linda Bradley is very much involved with this is her baby. This is her baby. She's been pushing this for years.
Yes,
We've had her on the, and we got another thing here. We got a bunch of speakers who are coming. Maybe we can get a shot of this on camera number 7. Bunch of speakers coming in.
Yes.
So you've got experts coming in, not just the medical people, but you've got experts in the food industry coming in.
That's right. That's right. It's not just doctors that are part of making people healthy. It's the chefs. It's the people in the grocery store who sell you the foods. That's why we've involved the Whole Foods people who are coming in to give us practical advice, and we have world-renowned chefs who are going to teach us how to actually cook these foods.
I've got a phone number on the screen, 844-748-0814, as you see at the bottom of the screen. More information on, you can reach more information on everything we're talking about, or go to clevelandclinic.org/Celebrate Sisterhood 2016. That's at the bottom of the screen. More information on everything we're talking about for this event on October the 15th at Executive Caters at 9:30 in the morning. Good to have you with us, Brian. Ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
2 doctors in the house. I feel better already. Marsha Maccabee joins me in just a moment.
Thank you.
The Morning Exchange graphic you see there means Marsha Maccabee, the Urban League of Greater Cleveland. She joins us, always with a good commentary.
Hi, Leon. How are you?
I'm fine, Marsha, and you're well, I know.
I'm well. Listen, this is the time of year that I always like to say to our community, especially to our young people, happy back to school time. This is the beginning of another school year, and I hope that our scholars will go back with lots of promise and lots of dedication to their full-time job, which is school, and just do a stellar job at keeping on task. And parents and guardians, we need to help by providing that support at home, encouraging homework, encouraging good study habits, because our children are preparing to be a part of a global society, and they've got to have all the skills that are possible in order to be able to compete.
And what they are getting, or should be getting, in the school systems, wherever they are, they're going to need for the rest of their lives.
That is exactly right. That is exactly right. And today, school has to be relevant for what children are going to do afterwards. And we as parents and guardians also need to make sure that our children have extracurricular activities that help to give them that well-rounded view. It's not just the academics, but it's the whole well-rounded piece that young people need.
In our final 30 seconds, one of the things I always ask of our daughters when they would come home from school, and was asked of me by my parents when I came home from school, what did you learn in school today? And we would have to sit and talk about what happened in the classroom.
That's absolutely right, and I would certainly encourage that, because memorization just by itself isn't enough. You got to learn how to apply what you learn.
Certainly,
right?
Words of wisdom right there. Take care, everybody, and be well.
Presentation of News Channel 5's Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland.